to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 8th-year passer, two-time Pro Bowler from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing.
And now off to the races down the right side. Chris Olave. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Kamara. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have
the no one play, won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw is Prescott. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They're there to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On third down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. On the check down, he finds Kamara. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Here's 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, Swift. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, McLaughlin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Escapes the defender. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kari Blasingame, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Prescott, he completes it to Olave.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside handoff now, Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Bust through the tackle. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Olave motioning to the left. And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Williams. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Williams. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Williams. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Williams throwing on 1st down, and he fires one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara off the draw. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. So a player shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
In motion right, Olave. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that's going to tie us at 13.
So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long. Very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Back now here live in New Orleans. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the 1st down.
Williams throw there complete to Allen.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Williams. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift, taken down at the 47-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flit sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ryan Knoll. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To the air again, Prescott.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down on a big play there. A gain of 14 on what was a 4th and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Dak.
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now the point after try for Santos. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 7. 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
To throw, Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure.
There he goes, right side. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Groupie for the extra point.
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's McLaughlin.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
They'll run with Herbert.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great block
looking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.